Hello everybody and welcome back to Knight's Helm in the city's Skylines. This is going to be our 12th episode in the series, and at the end of the last episode I had just started the industrial area, getting some roads in there, and gonna start by actually putting some actual services in there. Going through the city here, just getting some really nice cinematic views of the city. Got a real problem with traffic here. I'm curious where that's at. I will have to go and look at that. I suspect I did make a mistake when I put some of my bus stops down. I think I did put them a little bit too close to the roundabouts, thus causing traffic to back up in from trying to get into the roundabout. So I need to move these bus stops back a little bit so that the buses aren't preventing traffic from getting into the roundabouts. This is probably where the issue was, right here. There's probably a bus stopped here and blocking traffic because it couldn't pull all the way into that space. So that's something that I'm going to have to verify. But not right now, because what I would like to do is actually get working on the Gish over here. So I had just finished building the roundabout, and then we're going to build our roads off of it, and then we're going to start getting into there. So my industrial areas, I don't make them huge. I tend to keep them on the conservative side, and really, I just want to make certain that, oh my gosh, I did it again, looking. I forgot to unzone my roundabout. Oh, okay. And for some reason, my road is like digging into the ground. Let's stop that. Some of these mods are really great, and then other times they just drive you absolutely nuts because they do silly things like this. So it would be really nice if I didn't have to worry about my roads suddenly being trenches through the city. Okay, so we're going to carry this out. I don't want to get the industrial area too close to the lake. It would be kind of pointless because usually you want your lakeside to be something nice and valuable. But unfortunately in this map, the oil is right next to the lake. So that's where our oil industry is going to end up being. So let's go ahead and build out on this side, but we're going to use our no turn lane for 4. And then our actual turn for the remainder. There we go. Come over here, we're going to do a no turn for 4, and I already messed that one up, but it built it as a bridge anyhow, so let's get rid of that. And force it to be along the ground as opposed to a bridge. There we go. And then build out. It looks like it's still going to try to do it as a bridge. There we go. I'm probably going to end up going up and over that railroad, of course. In real life, you would have grade crossings, or at-grade crossings for a railroad, but you really do want to avoid them in city skylines. Get rid of those. So, as we saw, our oil is heaviest right under that road. Great. We are going to have to get water out here, because obviously they're going to need it. So let's just get water started up this way. If I wanted to be really picky about it, I guess I could do this all the way up. And it looks like I am going to be picky about it. Okay. All the way out there. All the way out to here. Up above. And some nodes are being a little bit weird. Oh, and then I... Dear goodness. This is what I get for recording very early in the morning. There we go, okay. That should cover us for what we're looking for, because I don't intend on making this a huge industrial area. We are also going to need to get electricity out there. Let's go ahead and I'll just bring it over here from the sewage. Just kind of indiscriminately come straight across. And right in. Okay. So we've got power, water out there. Now let's start putting in some of our roads. We'll give them... there's some new options, I think, with industries, cities industries. At least I thought there were new options. Basic road, basic road. Is this it? Nope, that's a tram. Oh, small industry. Here you go. Two lane, one way, small industry road. So, what the heck? Let's go all the way with it. Although, coming off of that, I do want something a little more major. Just so I can handle the traffic. I don't like getting that close to the lake, but I guess I'm gonna have to. And I feel like I've stepped back into the 70s here. Okay, so with the new industries, you plop down a main building just to mark that area as something. So since this is going to be oil, we just have this main like administrative building. It just has to be in the zone somewhere. We'll just plop it right over here. I don't think it gets a lot of traffic. And now we have an industry area with an overlay that's in the way. But we have small oil pumps, oil sludge, pyrolysis, whatever, I can't say it. Whatever that is, and a small crude oil tank farm. So we are going to want, of course, a couple small oil pumps here. And it will tell us how much it will pump. So this will pump 4,800. These things are tiny, as you can see. And it looks like it'll pump 4,800 almost wherever it is. So let's just put down 3 of them. I've never really worked with industries before, so I'm not certain how well this thing, how to do these. It looks like these take oil and process it into petroleum. This processing building requires oil to produce oil, special good, petroleum. Processing building needs to be placed inside an industry area. Well, we're producing oil right there. So now we can have that oil taken somewhere. And that would be to this. So what we'll do, this is like the best oil production area right here. I don't know if I want to put it on the best oil production. So let's create another little area for it. I may be shooting myself in the foot here by causing excessive traffic. But we'll see how it works, and if it works out, it works. If it doesn't, then guess what? That's what the bulldozer is for. It's great to be the mayor, where you can just come in and say, alright, we're done here. Okay. I'm not going to go hog wild on these roads. So it is, production rate is, does it show me 4,000 units per week. My pumps are pumping out 4,800. So I will probably be able to get away with putting 2 of these down to start. So I can get oil from there. It'll come around. I'm already thinking pipelines would have been an awesome thing to have for this, but we don't have that. Get rid of these excessive roads. Actually, just get rid of that one too. Okay. So it looks like I already have something coming out here. Yep. And the nice thing is having this industry area over here means all this traffic is just here, and it just easily gets right to the freeway. An industry area such as down here can get in the way of your normal everyday traffic. So another thing that would really help out here, of course, is being able to get people to get out here easily to work. I do have some workers, but let's make it a little bit easier for them to get out here. There's a couple of ways I can do this. As soon as the autosave goes, there we go. I could build a train station out here and allow them to come in and out via the train. I could, and it would be a little bit unrealistic, extend this metro line all the way out and have a stop over here. My preference is the metro line, despite the fact that it's not very realistic. But it is the easiest, and we certainly have the money to do that. Oh, speaking of money, let's make certain we have services out here. So let's get a fire station, a police station, I don't think a medical clinic is required all the way out here. I think we just need to make certain that crime and fire are covered. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So we do have the money to just go ahead and extend all the way out there, the metro. And that really, I know that it's not very realistic, but it's what I'm going to end up doing. But before I forget, I need to set up this roundabout. And this is going to be my first attempt at going through a time lapse. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and speed through this so that you don't have to watch me do this entire thing in real time. So catch you as soon as I get back. Okay, we're back from that and got all my lane arrows set up properly, my giveaway signs set up properly, so we should be okay. Traffic should be moving through here a little bit smoother. That'll help us greatly. And now what I can work on is getting that metro line out here. So what got me to that point is, where do I want to put that stop? I'm thinking really a good spot would be along this major road, and probably I don't need that right there anymore, so I could probably literally just drop it here. Actually, you know what, that might not be a good spot for it. Let's go ahead and move it, because I want it to face this way. I want it to go north-south, not east-west. North is to my left, or the left of the screen. So I'm going to put it here. I am also going to make certain, before I forget, to make it so that Sims can use that fairly easily. We're going to put a walkway there. We're going to go ahead and put a crosswalk in right there so that they can cross the road. Okay. And now let's go ahead and hook up that. This line will probably be rebuilt in the future. So using this, there we go. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this line and extend it up. I'm going to pause because I have had issues in the past dragging stuff while the game is running. Drag that stop up there. Come back here and put these two stops back. There we go. So that gives easy access up here for workers to get to the pumps, that other thing, and what was the third thing that we could build here? The storage tanks. Now, I lied slightly. I have played a little bit with industries, and I have yet to figure out exactly how these storage areas work. They seem to be superfluous to me because when you put them down, you tell them, well, maintain 0%, 50%, or 100%. And then that's all that they do. So if you tell it to maintain 50%, it will go out and import oil to keep it itself at 50%. And if you set it's kind of silly. It doesn't wait for anything to come in from locally produced. It just seems to fill itself. But I am going to just go ahead. I'm going to plunk it right here, and we'll see how well this works. And I'll just leave it to balanced. But it would be nice to say don't import. Because now it's going to send out freight trucks to import oil until it gets to 50%. And that really just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. It really doesn't. But we'll see on how well that works. Let's see where these trucks go. They say they're exporting. Are they going to take it to the... Yeah, see, they're going right past... That's another thing. They just go right past the storage. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm really not entirely... I'm not sure how that works. You know, these guys here are waiting for oil. And yet these are pumping oil and sending it straight out. So if I'm missing something, please let me know. I really haven't figured industries out yet. And I would really like to get it to work. I can't. I've got to be doing something wrong. I really had to be doing something wrong because this could not have gotten out. The game could not have gotten this far and be like this. So what is it that I'm missing? I really don't know. I would really appreciate any input people could give me on that one. Another thing that I do want to put in here is I do want to have a freight station. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a freight line or a freight station. We're going to use this. For the time being, I am not going to try to segregate my passenger and freight. I'm not at that point yet. But in the future, I will actually try to segregate freight and passenger just so that they don't get in the way of each other, because that will happen. I think this is one of those situations where I have to put down, construct a train station before I can lay any rail, which is, in my opinion, is just kind of weird. So we'll just plunk it down here for the time being. And then I am not going to put it on the actual main road, or the main line. I'm going to put it off of the main line And I am also going to make it on a one-way road. So basically the traffic just loops. I'm trying to... Okay, rather than fight with it, turn off road guidelines. There we go. Just come down. And then... You know what? I'm going to do this instead. Just go ahead and allow this segment right here to be two-way. Okay. So now we'll take this, we will move it. I have barely enough room there. We'll go ahead. I'll extend that way a little bit. Oh dear goodness, look at that. Guess we got some elevation changes right here. Oh, and I know what else I'm doing. I've got, I still have this on. There we go. And it wants to go to elevated pieces now. So, let's just go ahead and we'll do that. Have it come all the way out here. We'll get rid of road bending. Have it connect right there. And then on this side, actually let's go ahead and see if I can get it to somehow parallel this for just a little bit. Because that is a little bit closer than I really would have wanted it. Actually, with road anarchy, I could even do something like that. And then finally connect this side. It's a straight piece. I've done this before. There we go. Yeah, that's how you do it. And we just have to make certain that that's there. And these look a little bit more realistic than what the vanilla game usually gives you. The vanilla game, in my opinion, the Ys are way too wide. Oh my, yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. This place is now going to just keep importing oil. It's just going to import, and then once it gets to 50%, it'll say, oh, I'm at 51%, and try to export the extra. Looks like these guys finally did get something, though, which is good. So, okay, I gotta get power out to this. So let's go ahead and run power out to my train station, or my cargo station, I should say. Get them some water so they can flush their toilets, wash their hands, all that other stuff. There we go. Okay. And we can see some stuff is actually now going to go to here. So that will also help eliminate some of the traffic on this stretch over here. This roundabout is going to get pretty busy though, because I'm forcing a lot of it through the roundabout. And eventually we'll see a train zip through there. How is my subway stop doing? 4 people. So yeah, this is a learning thing for me, industries. So hopefully we can learn together how it really works. I don't read a lot of guides. I just try to figure it out on my own. And I certainly would love to hear what your experience is with industries and how you get it to work. and behave for you. Especially, how do you get these things to actually work properly? Or at least, am I just misunderstanding how they work? Because now I've got, see that truck just left, and it's taking excess oil out. Will these, when they produce oil, where will the trucks take it? Will they take it here and then they send it out, or will these just go straight out of the city because this is at 50%? So I really am trying to figure that one out. Let's go back to our city though, because we're going to let that go for a while. Hopefully that'll improve over time. What do we have to do to get it up there? We need 239 workers, so I'm going to have to put a couple more things in there to get some more workers in there. So, why don't we... I know I said let's go back to the city, but if we need more workers, let's put down one more of these. And says 70 workers, so maybe I will get enough workers in there to cover that part. Gonna need some more homes. I could start planning my if this is a freeway and this is a freeway, I could start planning that out. What resource is this? Ore. I don't know if I want to put ore there though. You know what? Oh, if I do ore, it'll be over here. Yeah. Oh, I got some oil up here as well. Okay. Agriculture is the one that I never seem to see anywhere. There were little tufts of it over here, but in general, not a lot. Getting back to the city. So I did a little bit of planning over here for this landmark that I keep talking about over here. And I think I'm okay if I kind of carve out all of this right here for it. So it is okay for me to start expanding this way a little bit more. So I'm going to do that, and since I have the residential demand, I'm just going to go ahead and put in another residential neighborhood. But I'm going to get rid of all of these extras. There we go. Do we want to keep this rock? There. Come right out to almost to the river. Do I want to do a roundabout there? No, I do not want to put a roundabout there. That can be just a regular intersection. I'm going to repeat my grid. So let me get... Oh, but not connecting there. Not connecting, not connecting. I want to be one away and one away. There we go. Do I want to... Which way do I want to... I'm going to have this one go this way. So we're going to put our... however many roads we can get here. Looks like just 3. We'll go ahead and we'll extend this main road out. And I'm going to have a road that kind of follows the coast here. And then I'm going to actually tunnel under. I hope I can tunnel under from here, tunnel down, under, and then pop back up on that side. We'll see how that works. Obviously these interior roads need to connect to something, so let's put that down. We'll get a main road that can get into it. This is just kind of an arbitrary choice of where it was at. There we go. I guess I should sort of get my main road along the river, and I'm going to put down the tree-lined boulevard. And we're going to be right up against... I guess I will leave zoning. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, what I really am going to do is I'm going to put a key along the river here. And we'll just connect to... I'd like to do it without... There we go. Yeah, I would have liked a little bit of a smoother one there. Let's see here. And of course, road guidelines fails me on that one. Okay. And I can adjust the heights of these, which, yeah, I am definitely going to do, because that one is way too high. So let's go ahead and set those to the same height as that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Grab our landscaping tool, smooth this land out just a little bit here. Get my brush size up a little bit, strength down a little bit, smooth this out. Hope I don't flood things out again. If you remember that little fiasco. Okay, and now that I've got that, now I can put down a road that sort of follows this. This is kind of working out very nice. That's just following right along. We're going to stop there for the time being. Come straight to this, but again, I want it to not be a bridge. Pause, because I have to rebuild this. There we go. I do want to get rid of this at one point. I don't want to have power lines going over. I actually could. You know what? Why don't I do this? I should have did this earlier. Let's just grab from here. Come down here. And we'll just come in right here. Like that. And now I can get rid of all this along the coast. There we go. There. Oh, look at this. I got a little sunken ship over here. Okay. Let's get back to the actual city building here. I think I'm just going to have these dead end right here. Just right up to that zoning and then dead end. I'm not going to connect those roads at that end. I'm going to leave that open. Let's go ahead and put our little services in the middle. So we're going to have a medical clinic, fire station, a police station, my little school. We're going to put that one on this end, and the high school. There we go. Because I don't think I had a... Oh, I do have a high school right there. Well, now I have another one. Let's get them water. And... Okay. I'm assuming with the demand I've got at the moment, I could probably get away with just zoning to get my power over there. Let's also give them a park. It fits perfectly right there. And this is where I might actually start thinking about getting some north-south metro line going. Actually, I'm going to leave that open just in case. Let me look at my metro lines. I think I put that one in. So I could. There, no, I'm on trams. There we go. I could actually put another subway stop right over here. So I am going to do that. Actually, why don't I put the station down first? Go ahead and we'll put it on the park side. Let's go ahead and just run that over to here. And then we're going to run a line. Just going to go from there to here and back. And that gets some north-south movement for our city. Because this is north, the top of the screen. I seem to always want to face with east to the top. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, well, you know what? We're going a little bit long on this episode, so I should go ahead and stop here. Appreciate everything, all the likes, all the comments. I've been very appreciative of it. I really do hope that you are enjoying this. I certainly am, and you know, if there is anything that you would like to see, please comment. I'm willing to try whatever you'd like me to do. If you want to see something done in the city differently, or if you want to see something just done, holler. Go ahead and put it down there. Just, you know, ask, don't demand. So if you like this, if you're enjoying it, hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already done that as well. And I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.